I apologize. I'm gonna put my phone on charger. Life of a life of a fleet owner. Technically, I don't even think I'm a fleet owner, man, because I think you gotta have a certain amount of trucks to be like a fleet owner. You know what I mean? I'm just a rental truck guy, man. I'm just renting trucks. That's all, man. I'm just renting trucks, man. Lease a truck, run a truck, lease a fleet. You're that's I'm just a lease a fleet guy, man. I got a bunch of calls at once. I had my team calling me, my man's calling me, my driver called me. Had to get my driver situated, get him a lift to the terminal. We that. I got some time to kill because I'm going down 76 anyway. So I gotta go through all that traffic on Northern Virginia, so I could kill a couple minutes here. Hopefully by the time I get there, all that traffic then blown over. So, but yeah, man, today has been a very, very, very productive day. Today has definitely been a productive day. Thank you. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Corey, I see you. What's up? It's been a very productive day, man. Shout out to everybody who has given me some form of advice. Shout out to everybody who has believed in me. And shout out to the haters too, man. Is $325 too much for trailer rental payments on the lease purchase? I don't know. My payment is included in my 20%. So I wouldn't have too much information on trailer rental and exact how much it is. So that wouldn't be a question that I could answer accurately for you. So I don't know. But I just wanted to come back and say, like I said, the position has been filled for now. I'm not currently looking for any drivers. But if you do want to still apply, definitely still apply to VL. You can put my name down. You can put Mario's name down. You can put Z Hall name down. Spread the wealth. It's nothing but love, man. Everybody over here eating. I'm not a greedy dude. I'm not a selfish dude. I like to think that's one of my better qualities. I'm more selfless than anything. It's probably one of my weaknesses too, because I end up doing a lot for people that I shouldn't be doing for them. But it is what it is. We all have our faults. But yeah, just wanted to, like I said, man, I got I guess you could call it a waiting list, or I have people who are on standby, who are waiting for the position, whether or not they'll still be there in April. When I look to get another truck, whether it's putting someone in this truck or getting another truck, we'll see. We'll definitely see. How can I go about finding out if my DM is skimming off the load price? They tell me 2K, but maybe the load paid 3K. The best way I would say is to contact the broker directly, and see if the broker will tell you. But I mean, as far as I've learned in trucking, everybody's skimming everybody. So it's like everybody, what I mean? It's like it's damn near impossible to prove. But everybody, it's business, man. Like, what I mean? I've heard people talk about them doing it at Landstar. I've heard them talking about doing it at Prime. I've heard them talking about doing it at multiple companies where you getting a rate con or not. So it's just like, that's just one of them things where it's like, I just don't want to be that dude. I understand. I mean, the best way I can tell you is if you're that worried about that, then maybe unless you see the rate con, you'll never know. That's a fact, Mario. The best way I can tell you, if you want to avoid that at all costs, get your own authority. If you don't want to deal with no middleman, if you don't want to deal with nobody potentially ripping you off or taking money from you or whatever the case may be, get your own authority. Eliminate all middlemen. Get your own contracts and deal with the customer directly. That's the best way to eliminate all doubt. But if you're going to continue to lease on to other people's carriers, other people's contracts, the possibility is always going to be out there, that someone can be taking advantage of you. That's just unfortunately how it goes. Your own numbers to go back company. That's a fact. But so that's how we looking, man. About to start driving, working our way down to Richmond, and get down there. Probably gonna chill tonight, watch a couple of episodes of no doubt, bro. Watch a couple of episodes of Snowfall. I may go live again tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I may go live just because I'm in a good mood, or at least onto a company where you get the Raycon directly. You know what they say, Mario? They try to say that they be altering. At least ain't that what Buddy was saying about VL? They be altering Raycons and shit like that, man. Whatever, man. People always gonna have something to say. You can't feed into the rumors, man. Let me tell you something about trucking. Rumors will have you missing out on good opportunities and good situations. Rumors will have you just mad all the time in the truck. Don't let these rumors and secondhand conversations that you may hear in the truck stop, get you down. That's the quickest way to become a depressed truck driver, is to start listening to a bunch of other truck drivers that have no idea what they're talking about. Because here's the thing. We all can be experts in our own individual fields. Like, for example, for the longest time, people always told me to stay away from the port. Don't go to the port. There ain't no money in the port. The port is where trucks go to die, blah, 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 blah. But yet, I know of the most successful person I know in trucking, as far as like having the size of his fleet and the money he makes off his fleet, runs his fleet out of the port. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. The most successful person I know in trucking runs his fleet out of the port. So you always gonna hear different people say different things, and a lot of times they're just going off of what they've heard from other people. I'm a firm believer in experiencing shit for myself. And if I do it and I determine that this is not the best situation for me, then, at that point, I'll decide, like, okay, this ain't it. But at the end of the day, don't miss out on shit because of fear. And that's what a lot of people don't want to come to a 1099 company as a company driver because of rumors or because of, misinformation that has been put out there by people who have never done 1099. They just going off of something they heard from somebody else. And the reality is, you can come and be a 1099 company driver and make a lot of money in a short period of time, and move on to buying your own truck, however you choose to purchase that truck. And you're not gonna get killed on taxes like they say you. And even if you have to pay, let's say you got to pay 10 grand in taxes, with the IRS, man, as long as you keep an open communication with them and you talk to a CPA, man, they do payment plans. You'd be surprised how many of these fleet owners, authority owners, multi-million-dollar companies are making payments on taxes. Like, don't let people fool you into thinking that people are dropping $20,000 at the end of the year, or dropping, $5,000-$10,000 quarterly on tax. Nobody's fucking doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people aren't doing that. They're paying a percentage into it, and then they're making payments. That's it. It's not a complicated situation. But, what do I know, man? I don't give tax information out. I don't, I'm no expert. I'm just going off of what I heard. Going off what I can't be this, gotta be something high somewhere. Who the fuck are these folks I gotta lie to? Hey, Mario, we know the vibes. We know what it is. Some people just don't want the extra responsibility with lease purchase owner. That's a fact. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, man. If you want to be a company driver, and just find you a good, decent company, hey, that is a respectable thing to do, man. That is a respectable thing to do, man. Everything ain't for everybody. That's just how it boils down. Everything ain't for everybody. What's for me ain't for you. Which is why, I'm a firm believer when people come up here and You know, they say shit like, this is the only way to be successful in trucking. I think that's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. I'm sorry. And just, you know, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to be disrespectful towards people, but damn that you out here the same amount of time, you might as well get as much money as possible. That's how I believe. I ain't trying to leave nothing on the table in regards to like where I'm at on my level. Like if I know that if I don't got to put that much more energy into something and I can make a lot more money, because like for me, the difference between like being a lease op and a company driver, the difference for me isn't that vexing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm built for this. You know, I can handle the business side of it, at least for now. So, you know, the extra responsibility that come with it for me isn't, I actually enjoy it. You know, I actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? You know, some people don't enjoy the extra responsibility. Like I had to get off the live feed early because my driver called and he had to, you know, I had to take care of a situation for him. Some people don't want to have to deal with that responsibility. You know, some people just want to, you know, just wake up, turn the keys, and drive, and that's, hey, that's respectable. You know what I mean? That's fine. But some people want more responsibility. Some people want to be more business minded, be more of an entrepreneur. That's the thing, man. We gotta understand, like, you know, trucking. You know, you can come in trucking and treat it as a career and as a long-term job. Or you can come in trucking and you can treat it as like an entrepreneur, you know, as a hustle. You know, this industry is so beautiful. You can treat it however you want and get exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for great benefits, 401k and all that shit, hey, you can find it in trucking. There's plenty of companies out here. If you know, if you want to build a business, whether it's a fleet, a CDL school, a brokerage, a trucking school, a truck stop, whatever, tire service, diesel mechanic, whatever you're working towards, you can come in trucking. Or even if you want to go into other business ventures after trucking, you know, you can come into trucking for 5 years and stack a lot of money. You know, there's some guys that have come into trucking and they did, you know, 5 to 10 years, or some did 3 to 5 years. They stacked a great deal of money and they went and did something else with the capital that they made from trucking. So it's just it's more than one way to skin a cat, man. That's what it boils down to. What up, Wayne? I see you. The thing I don't want people to do on YouTube is don't be bullied into thinking that you can only do one thing, or you can only do it one way. You don't have to buy a cash truck if you don't want to. You don't have to lease a truck if you don't want to. You don't have to be a company driver your entire life. You don't have to be OTR your entire life. And at any point in time, we have to give people and let them reserve the right to change their mind. I don't know what is this big deal with people changing their mind and people killing for it. Like, it's called evolution. People adapt. People change. The way I was 5 years ago is not going to be the way I'm going to be 5 years from now. You know what I mean? And we are blessed to be in an industry where we can change and we can adapt in an industry. You know, some people spend 10, 15 years in a career field and they change, something in their life changes, or they change and they got to go start a whole new career over. We're actually in an industry that no matter how much we change or how much our lifestyle changes, we can stay in this industry, and the experience that we occur can go towards whatever change we decide. So for example, if I start off single, no kids, and I'm OTR for 8 years, you know, if I end up, you know, finding me a woman and having 2 kids, now I can take that OTR experience and I can change my whole lifestyle around and go be a local driver and use the 8 years of experience from OTR and get a damn good local job and still stay in the same industry. You got some people who have been doing something for, a lot of them are becoming truck drivers now, but they've been doing shit for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they're waking up one day and like, you know what, this ain't cutting it no more, and now they got to go do something completely different, whether it's trucking or whatever. You know, that's a blessing that we have to be able to adapt and like we can up and move wherever we want. If I decided I want to move to fucking Alaska, you know what I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find a trucking job up there. If I want to go to Florida, Cali, Texas, wherever I can find a trucking job. You have some people who won't move more than 20 miles from where they live now because they just can't find another job paying what they pay, or they just gonna have to travel. I know I got a lot of family that live in North Carolina, down in Roanoke Rapids and all those, Roanoke Rapids, Rocky Mountain, and they travel up to Virginia to work in the shipyard and different warehouse jobs because they just don't have work around them. Whereas if you have a CDL, guess what? You can go wherever the fuck you want to go and be just fine and make and good money, you know? So it's just, we are in one of the most diverse and flexible industries on the planet, but yet we continuously, as truck drivers and YouTube truck drivers, we continuously try to put everyone else inside of this box that I just don't understand it. Like, why do we keep trying to make people do what we're doing? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. And you know, people will crucify. At the end of the day, all of us are trying to do is take care of our families, and some of us are trying to create generational wealth. As long as we ain't out here trying to take advantage of nobody or lead nobody astray or do any, you know, uncivilized or unethical shit, why do people give such criticism to what someone is deciding to do? I'll never understand. I've never seen anything like this in any other industry besides trucking. The pocket watching, the heavy criticisms, it's ridiculous, man. It really is. It reminds me a lot of politics. It reminds me a lot of politics, man. It's like truckers just can't agree on shit. You on this side or you on that side. We can't just be okay with them over there and they okay with us over here. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but you know, I don't know how I got off into that rant. I apologize. But at the end of the day, man, let my testimony speak to you, man. Like, do what you want to do, and eventually you'll catch on, man. It might not always work out in the beginning. It might not work out in the middle, but eventually you're gonna catch on, and when you do, you're gonna take off. And I just pray that I continue to, you know, take off, because I'm in a good place right now. Things are really looking up for me, and I'm very fortunate for that. Very fortunate for that. But let me get up out of here, man. Like I said, I'm about to head to the crib. Well, I got to deliver this load to Richmond first in the morning, and go fight through this traffic. Chill tonight, relax, kick my feet up, watch a couple episodes of Snowfall, and I'll check you guys next time, man. Maybe I'll go live later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, y'all know the vibes, man. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking, man. Remember, keep pushing your goals closer than what you think there is, man. I'm gone.